Hello and welcome back. So in the last video we added this security middleware. We can use it here, okay, and then we add app, okay, so we can use this security middleware right here. Now the next thing I want to do, I can close this, okay. I already explained what this middlewares right here do. The next thing is we can add just some other functions like the standard middleware. So I think maybe I'll go ahead. We already have it before, so I'll just go ahead and paste it. Okay, so paste right here, import compression, import JSON, and then URL encoded. So we are setting this so that we can be able to send JSON data, and also we can use request.body. Meanwhile, this compression is to enable the request size be compressed. Okay, so we don't the size we don't have a very large size when sending the data across to the server. Okay, that is what the standard middleware does. And we can add the next one, route. Okay, if you want, you can say route middleware. Okay, this will return void. Right now it does nothing, but we can use it for now. Just add this, or maybe I can add it. The actual route function is not yet created. You can do a console.log app for now, and then we have our start queues. Okay, function, it's going to be asynchronous as well. So async function starts queues. Okay, this will return promise void. Okay, for now it's going to be empty. I can use it. Okay, but it's going to be empty for now. And then we have another function. Okay, start elastic search. Okay, and this will return void. And remember, we already have the start Elasticsearch check connection, so we can use this check connection method. Okay, so import it, and then we can use this right here. Okay, let me make one change. This is going to be @auth. Okay, and then one other thing we can do, or maybe add two more functions, would be the auth error handler. This will take app of type application. Remember that this app that is of type application is just an instance of Express that we are passing in. Okay, and this is going to be void. And then here we only just have to catch any error that is of type custom error. Let's go to our gateway service. So go to gateway, go to server. Let's see the error handler in the gateway service. This is what we want to do. Okay, maybe I can copy this. So copy. So here what we are doing is, we are logging whatever error is coming. Now this error will log both the Axios error or the errors that the front end or the other services are sending, or the other types of errors. Okay, it will log them here, but we only want to send to the user on the front end errors that are of type custom error, that is client side errors like 400. Okay, so that is what we are doing right here. We can copy this because this is exactly what we need to do. Okay, now if it's not really if you're not really comfortable with me just copying and pasting, I apologize. The reason is we've already added them before, so to save time we just copy and paste, but I can still explain. So let me go ahead and import this here, and then import the custom error as well. Okay, so what I'm doing here, I can change this to auth service. auth service. Okay, so here we are using this to catch all the errors that we have in the application. Okay, and then we log the errors. Remember, in our error object we have this coming from property. Okay, so we are logging the error, and then it's going to send the error to Elasticsearch and Kibana. But the errors that we want to send to API Gateway so that it can send it back to the user is any error object that is of type custom error. Okay, so for example, if the user tries to log in with invalid credentials, we are going to send the invalid credentials error message. Okay, that's what we are going to send to the user. Okay, because it's a client-side error, we just send that to the user. So that is what this means right here. Okay, and then this will log and send errors to Elasticsearch and Kibana. Then let me use this here, and then this will be app. Now the last thing we need to do in this file here is to create our start server. So function start server app of type application. This will return void, and then we use a try catch. Okay, so for the catch part, I can log this and say auth service. Let me change this. I don't need this. Auth service start server method error. Okay, and then the other part is the error object. Okay, now let us create our HTTP server. So const HTTP server of type HTTP. So we import HTTP. Okay, dot server. Remember, HTTP is an inbuilt module, so we don't need to install it. Equal to new HTTP dot server, and then we pass app. Okay. Let's see. I think this is not yet installed. Let's see. Do we have HTTP? Okay, it's not yet installed here. So import HTTP from HTTP. Okay, let's fix this. Okay, and now we have the server. We can then log.info. Let me see the message that I used in my API gateway. Okay, so I can use the same message right here, and this will be authentication server has started with process ID. And then the next thing, we can call HTTP server dot listen, and then I pass the server port and a callback, and then we can use the same log information. So copy this. This will be authentication server running on port 4200. Okay, so we have this now. We can use this function right here. Okay, now inside this setup server, we have majority of the things we need. Just later we will update the start queues and the route middlewares. Okay, we stop here. In the next video we'll continue.